Good afternoon, children. Today's class I will teach about chemical equation. Okay, that's for the second lesson. First part I have taught by using slides. Now I will teach. I will use board and I will teach you. Now today we will learn about chemical equation. What is that? Chemical equation. What is chemical equation? How do we write the chemical equation? Now, what is chemical equation? The representation of a chemical reaction in terms of symbols and formulas of the reactants. The representation of a chemical reaction in terms of symbols, symbol that is plus symbol, and formula of the reactants. For example, water, H2O. The molecular formula of water is H2O. So, that is for H2 plus O, hydrogen and oxygen, they are reactants and to form water. So, now the representation of a chemical reaction in terms of symbols and the formula of the reactants and product. It is very easy. What is chemical equation? For example, carbon plus reacts with oxygen. It gives us carbon dioxide. Here carbon reacts with oxygen, gives to carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide forms from carbon and oxygen. Carbon dioxide formed from carbon and oxygen. Now, this is chemical equation. We have to write a chemical equation with the symbols and the formula of the reactants and products. Formula of the reactants and also product. They are this is the left hand side, this is right hand side. So left hand side they are reactants, here they are products. They are products. Now listen children, writing a chemical equation. And chemical equation is written in the following manner. We should not write them by our own. So we have to write them in a following manner. First one, the symbols and formula of the reactants are written first on the left hand side. That means the reactants these are reactants. So it should be written on the left hand side with a plus symbol. You look at here carbon plus oxygen. So it should be written in the left hand side. Then between the reactants, the symbols and formulas of the reactants are written first on the left hand side with a plus sign. This plus sign in between the reactants. This plus sign in between, it should be in between the reactants. The next, second one, how do we write a chemical equation? The symbols and formula of the products are written on the, listen here, I will give you one more example. That is sodium chloride, NaCl. Sodium chloride reacts with silver nitrate. What is that? Silver nitrate. It gives us silver chloride and sodium nitrate So look at this. In such equation tells us this is left hand side, this is right hand side, this is left hand side, that is right hand side. So here the symbols and formulas of the products are written on the right hand side with a plus sign between the products. Now third point, you look at the third point, page number 16, you look at the third point. An arrow pointing from reactants, you see, listen here, this is an arrow. This arrow points from the reactants. This side, left hand sides are reactants. This is products. So here the arrow pointing from reactants towards products. Pointing from the reactants towards the products. This is placed where it should be placed. Where should be placed? Where should this arrow placed? So this arrow placed between both sides. You look at in between. This is, it should be placed between left hand side and right hand side. It should be placed between left hand side and right hand side. Now next, how do we write a chemical equation? How do we write a chemical equation? Fourth point, look at the fourth point, children. Some chemical reactions takes place in either direction. They are reversible. Either direction. Some chemical reaction. For example, nitrogen reacts with hydrogen. Nitrogen react 3 molecules of hydrogen. It gives us ammonia. It gives us ammonia, that is 2NH3. So here what this fourth point tells us, some chemical changes takes place in either direction. That means either direction. Here you see, this is either direction. So they are reversible reaction. That's why it is reversible reaction. Example, when nitrogen, this is nitrogen N2, when nitrogen reacts with hydrogen, it forms ammonia. So the reaction is reversible. This reversible reaction are represented with a reverse arrow mark. This is reverse arrow mark. This is a reverse arrow mark. This is a reverse arrow mark. The next, fifth point, look at the fifth point, the evolution of a gas. Evolution of a gas, that is vaayuviin parinamam. Vaayukalin parinamam. So the evolution of a gas in a reaction is represented by upward arrow mark. What is upward arrow mark? This is upward arrow mark. It is in the keyboard, and also nowadays we are using the mobile phone. We can see this upward arrow mark. So it is shown in the following reaction. You see, for example, carbon plus oxygen, when on heating, carbon reacts with oxygen. When on heating, we can get carbon dioxide. This so carbon, already you know carbon dioxide is a gas. So we put upward arrow mark. The next, look at the sixth point. If your product settles down at the bottom, it is called precipitate. The precipitate formation is represented by downward arrow. What is that? Downward arrow. So for example, sodium chloride reacts with silver nitrate. So we will get silver chloride and sodium nitrate. So next, children, in the given example, sodium chloride on treatment with the silver nitrate, it forms curdy white precipitate of silver chloride. What is that? Curdy white precipitate of the silver chloride. Silver chloride, what is the formula of the silver chloride? AgCl. The next, first example, you look at the example 1, page number, it is in page number 17. Carbon reacting with oxygen. You look at here, carbon reacting with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. It is written in the form of chemical equation. It is written in the chemical equation. It is shown here. Carbon reacts with oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide. In this example, this is, I already told you, they are reactants, this is products. This is reactant, this is products. Now in this example, the number of atoms of each element present on both sides are as follows. Now we have to see the number of elements, the number of atoms of each element present on both sides. Are as follows. Now we have to see the number of atoms of an element. Now element, what are the elements are here? One element is carbon, another one is oxygen. Another one is oxygen. Already I told you, this is reactants, this is products, reactants, products. Now carbon element, how many carbon element is here? Only one. How many? Only one. Here oxygen, how many atoms of element? The number of atoms of element is, the number of atoms is 2. The number of atoms is 2. Now number of atoms present on the left hand side, right hand side, number of atoms present on the right hand side. Here carbon is 1 and oxygen also 2. Oxygen also 2. Now look at this, the number of atoms of each elements present on both sides are equal. Both sides are equal. So then next, look at this chemical equation in which the number of atoms of each element are equal on both sides of the reaction. So they are called balanced chemical reaction, balanced chemical equation. This side, left hand side also equal and right hand side, both sides are equal. That's why balanced chemical equation. This is balanced chemical equation. Then second example, look at the second example, page number 17. When magnesium reacts with oxygen, listen, when magnesium, Mg, magnesium, the formula is Mg, reacts with oxygen, O2. So, listen, magnesium combines with oxygen, it gives us magnesium oxide. It gives us magnesium oxide. Magnesium reacts with or combines with oxygen, it gives us magnesium oxide, that is MgO. So in magnesium and oxygen are reactants. MgO is a product. Now we have to see the number of elements on both sides. Now how many elements are there? Magnesium and oxygen. In the left hand side, magnesium, how many on the, what is the number of atoms present on the reactant side? Magnesium is 1, oxygen 2. But here, the right hand side, magnesium, the number of atoms present in, the number of atoms in magnesium, how many? 1. Oxygen 1. Oxygen also 1. So the number of atoms of each element on both sides, they are not equal. Listen, in this left hand side, how many is here? How magnesium 1, here also. Okay. So this is balanced, but this is not balanced. So that's why it is not equal. So unbalanced equation. What is that? Unbalanced skeletal equation. First of all, we have seen balanced chemical equation. Now unbalanced chemical equation. The next, now listen children, balancing of a chemical equation. Balancing of a chemical equation. The chemical reactions involves rearrangement of atoms on both sides. What in the chemical reaction involving rearrangement of the atoms on both sides? It may be the rearrangement should be rearrangement occurs here. Therefore, the atoms are neither lost or nor gained in a chemical change. So the number of atoms on the reactants and product side should be equal. So the number in the balancing of a chemical equation, already we know balancing. So the number of atoms on the reactant side and the product side should be equal. Now what are the steps for balancing a chemical reaction? What are the steps? What are the steps for balancing a chemical equation? Steps for balancing a chemical equation. Steps for balancing a chemical equation. Now, what is the first step? Listen, what is the first step? Write down the chemical equation. Write down first. We have to write down what are the steps. First, we have to know the step. We have to know the steps. Steps of chemical equation. First, we have to write the chemical equation. Step 2. Write the number of atoms of every element on the reactant side and also the product side. And third step, balance the compound which has maximum number of atoms. We have to balance the compound. which side has maximum number of atoms. Then whether it may be reactant side or whether it may be reactant or product side. Now fourth step, after selecting the compound with a big formula, balance the highest number of atoms. Then balance the rest of the atom. Then next, fifth step, finally recheck whether the reaction is balanced by checking the number of atoms on both sides. So 5 steps are here. Through these steps, using these 5 steps, we have to balance a chemical equation. Now example 1, banning of magnesium. Now write the chemical equation. For example, magnesium, chemical equation, listen, magnesium plus oxygen, magnesium plus oxygen. So we get magnesium oxide. Here the element, now look at the element. Now the element magnesium, number of atoms on the reactant side 1 1, and number of atoms in here reactant side 2, oxygen 2, here 1. So there is 1 oxygen atom more on the reactant side. You should look at here, only 1 atom is more in the reactant side. 1 atom is less in the product side. So step we finished the step 2. Now step 3. Now multiply the product side by 2. To equalize the oxygen atom on both sides. So step 3, we have to multiply the product side by 2. So now this magnesium plus oxygen gives us this product side, we have to multiply by 2. Now that equation comes like this. Then the equation comes like this. So magnesium plus oxygen gives us 2 MgO, magnesium oxide. Now next fourth step. Now the number of atoms of magnesium is more on product side. So multiply the magnesium atom by 2 on the reactant side. So listen here, third step. Now you look at this. Now the number of atoms on the product side is more, but here is less. This reactant side is less. So what should we do? Here also we have to multiply with the magnesium by 2. Multiply the magnesium atom by 2 on the reactant side. So the formula becomes 2 Mg plus oxygen O2 gives us 2 MgO. So we have to recheck whether the atoms are equal on both sides or not equal on both sides. We have to check now. Now listen, again we have to find the number of atoms on both sides. Now first of all we have to see the reactant side. So what are the elements are here? Magnesium and oxygen. Now number of atoms on the reactant side, how many? 2. Magnesium 2. Now oxygen, how many? 2. Now product side, how many? Magnesium 2. Oxygen also 2. So now this is equal. The number of atoms on both sides are equal. So we have to check the formula equation, chemical equation. We have to use all the steps. We have to use all these steps, whether it is balanced or not balanced. The next one, example 2. Next, did you understand, children? I hope you got this one. So now we have to see the next example, that is example 2. It is in page number 18. Banning of carbon in air. Here first we have to write the equation. Are you listening me, children? Listen carefully. Banning of carbon in air. So first we have to write the equation. Carbon plus oxygen gives us carbon dioxide. Now next we have to check the element. Number of atoms. How many elements are here? Carbon, oxygen. Carbon is one element, oxygen is another one. The next, next we have to check the number of atoms of element. Number of atoms of number of atoms of element on the reactant side. Now carbon how many? 1. You see carbon 1, oxygen 2. Here you see on the right hand side number of atoms on the product side. How many is there? Carbon 1, oxygen also 2. Now both are balanced. This type of chemical reaction which has equal number of atoms on both sides before balancing, that is called self-balanced reaction. What is that? Self-balanced reaction. Self-balanced reaction. The next we have to study the next example, that is reaction of hydrogen with oxygen. Reaction of hydrogen with oxygen. Now step 1, hydrogen, reaction of hydrogen with oxygen. So the first step 1, hydrogen plus oxygen, it gives us water, H2O, it gives us water, that is H2O. Step 2, we have to check the number of atom. So element, how many elements are? Hydrogen, oxygen. Now left hand side, how many hydrogen is there? How many? The number of atoms. What is the number of the atom? 2. What is the number of oxygen? What is the number of oxygen? That is 2. That also 2. Here you see, here right hand side, so hydrogen 2, oxygen 1. Oxygen 1. So oxygen 1. Now step 3. So what should we do? In the step 3 tells us multiply the product side by 2. Then only we can equalize oxygen atom. Then only we can equalize oxygen atom. So what should we do? H2 plus O2. Now multiply by 2. 2H2O. 2H2O. Listen, this product side should multiply by 2. Then fourth step, multiply the reactant H2 by 2. Then only we can equalize the number of hydrogen atom. Now we have to equalize the oxygen atom. We have to multiply by 2. When we equalize the number of when we multiply the reactant of H2 by 2, then only we can equalize the number of hydrogen atom also. We can equalize the. So after that we have to recheck the number of atoms on both sides. Listen, here we have to now multiply the reactant side H2 by 2. So 2H2 plus O2 gives 2H2. Then we have to recheck. The number of atoms on both sides. Now again we have to recheck. Here H how many? Here 2. Here 2. So we have to multiply. 2 2s are 4. Then next oxygen. Here 2. Here you look at here. 2 2s are 4. Oxygen 2. Oxygen also 2. So here, listen here children. Now this is a balanced equation. 2H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. 2H2O. Got it everybody? Now next, types of chemical reactions. After that we have to study about types of chemical reaction. Types of chemical reaction. 2 types of chemical reaction. Types of chemical reaction. 2 types of reactions are there. One is combination reaction. Another one is decomposition reaction. One is combination reaction, another one is decomposition reaction. Now first we have to see the first one, combination reaction. What about combination reaction? In which the two or more elements or compound combine together. The two or more elements they combine together, then they form a single compound. That is one element combined with another element. One element combined with another element. That is combination. So from this we will get a single compound. So that is called combination reactions. So look at the page number 19. That activity 4. That is what is given. One picture is given. That is burning magnesium in air. Here you see a strip of magnesium ribbon is cleaned by rubbing its surface with a sandpaper for using to remove all the dust. So a banner is lighted. The magnesium strip is held carefully and ignited. What is ignited? In Tamil word பற்ற வைக்கப்பட்டது. What is that? பற்ற வைக்கப்பட்டது. So magnesium strip is held carefully and ignited in the flame. Now the magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame. திகைப்பூட்டக்கூடிய அளவுக்கு திகைப்பூட்டும் dazzling, that is திகைப்பூட்டும். So this is due to the formation of magnesium oxide. So burning of magnesium in air. காற்றில் magnesium எரியும் தன்மையை உடையது. Okay children. Then next you look at same page. First point, magnesium combines with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. In the above activity, two elements, one is magnesium, another one is oxygen. When they have combined to form a single compound, that is magnesium oxide. When two elements combine together, we will get one single compound, that is magnesium oxide. The next, burning of coal. You see, second one, burning of coal. You see here, when coal is burnt in oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide as the product. Listen here, when coal is burnt in oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide as the product. The two elements, carbon and oxygen combine. So we will get a single compound, that is carbon dioxide. The next, third one, combination of hydrogen and chlorine. Combination of hydrogen and chlorine. Now listen here. Here hydrogen reacts with reactants. What are hydrogen? React with chlorine. Chlorine gas, it forms hydrogen chloride. H2. Chlorine Cl2 hydrogen reacts with chlorine. We get hydrogen chloride. 2HCl. Next, this is a combination reaction. Next, reaction of iron and sulfur. The elements iron and sulfur on heating, it gives single compound, that is iron sulfide. Iron, listen how to write the formula. Fe, sulfur, yes. So we will get iron sulfide. Fe, yes, iron. Fe, and so iron sulfide. Next, the reaction of water and carbon dioxide. Yes, listen here. Fifth one. This is fourth one. Now, fifth one, reaction of water and carbon dioxide. Water, H2O and carbon dioxide. So, carbon dioxide plus water. So what we get is some carbonic acid. We will get carbonic acid. So what is the formula of carbonic acid? H2CO3, carbonic acid. H2, how does it come? Listen, H2, then C, how many oxygen is here? Here 2, here 1. So C, carbon 1, oxygen 3. So CO3, that is carbonic acid. That is carbonic acid. The next reaction of sulfur and oxygen. Reaction of sulfur and oxygen. Sulfur, yes. Then oxygen, O2. So it gives a single compound, that is sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide 2. Sulfur dioxide. The next reaction of sodium with chlorine. Reaction of sodium with chlorine. Sodium formula Na. So 2 molecules of sodium and chlorine Cl2. So we will get sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Okay. Okay children, now next we have seen, up to this we have to see in the combination reaction of all. The next decomposition reaction. What is that? Decomposition reaction. What about decomposition reaction? What is decomposition reaction? What are called decomposition reaction? Now chemical reaction in which a single compound breaks down to give two or more simple substances. One single compound breaks down, then we will get two or more simple substances. That is called decomposition reaction. That is called decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. Now listen, already I told you what about what are called decomposition reaction. These reactions are just the reverse of combination reaction. This is just the reverse of combination reaction. You will look at one by one examples of decomposition reaction. First you see decomposition of water. Neer chidaivu. Decomposition of water, that is in Tamil word neer chidaivu. How does it happen? You see, water is decomposed by passing electric current. Decomposition is a process. Decomposition is a process. So here the heading is decomposition of water. So water is decomposed by passing the electric current. So electric current, when electric current is passed through water, in that water should be containing a small amount of sulfuric acid also. Sulfuric acid. Then only the water we can decompose the water. Then only we can decompose the water. So water decomposes to oxygen and hydrogen. Listen here, oxygen and hydrogen. Here you see, look at the picture, decomposition of water children. Decomposition, look at the picture, decomposition of water, page number 20. Decomposition of water, that picture. What here? Carbon anode, carbon cathode is given. Anode, what is that? An anode is an electrode. It is an electrode. Min munai. Electrode abdina minsarathinoda the munai pagudi. Electrode. And anode is a electrode through which conventional current, that is a positive charge. Conventional current, that is a positive charge, flows into the device, flows into from the external circuit. But cathode is an electrode through which conventional current flows out of the device, That is the difference between the anode and cathode. So there is a decomposition of water. Listen, 2H2O. So it gives us 2H, hydrogen and oxygen. Next, decomposition of calcium carbonate. Decomposition of calcium carbonate. Decomposition of calcium carbonate. Now look at this. What is here? What is given here? Calcium carbonate on heating. CaCO3, calcium carbonate. On heating, when on heating decomposes, when on heating it decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. What is that? Carbon dioxide. Listen, decomposition is a process. So when calcium carbonate on heating, it decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. The next, third one, potassium chlorate. What is that? Potassium chlorate salt. Formula, potassium chlorate. So K2KClO3. 2K on heating, it gives us 2KCl, potassium chloride, and oxygen, 3 molecules of oxygen. Upward arrow key. So here you see here children, potassium chlorate salt 2KClO3 on heating, on decomposition it forms potassium chloride and oxygen. The next, mercuric oxide. Next one, mercuric oxide, that is 2H2O, mercuric Hg, mercuric oxide. What is that? Mercuric oxide on heating strongly decomposes to mercury and oxygen. Mercury and oxygen on heating. Okay children, now listen, we have seen how the decomposition reaction happen, how does how the combination reaction will happen, how combination reaction happen. These two differences we have seen. So you look at them and you look at the formulas and the symbols of the reaction. Then what are reactants, what are products. Then after that we have to how to write the formula, everything you must know. Okay children? Okay, today I will finish the class. Now I will give only 2 questions for homework. Everybody take your homework note and write the question. With the help of a suitable diagram, first question. Answer the following. First question, with the help of a suitable diagram, explain electrolysis of water. Second question, with the help of an activity, show that magnesium undergoes a combination reaction with oxygen. Undergoes a combination reaction with oxygen. Okay, this is a homework questions, and also I will give only 1 word question, 5 1 words. You make any 5 fill-ups from page number 16 to 20. Make any 5 fill-ups from page number 16 to 20. Note this homework. Write the homework. Next class I will ask you. Okay children? Okay. Now I will finish my class. I will meet you through the next class. Okay? Thank you.